As this is kind of a culminating class, I would like to do something that goes all over the body, has a lot of different movements of the spine, and so we're kind of putting all of these things together. And one of the questions that I find interesting and continually interesting about a yoga practice is, how do we practice yoga in a way that's comprehensive? And we know that there are so many benefits both inside and outside, right? We know that it's beneficial for the physical body. We know that it's very beneficial for the mental and the spiritual body. And so how do we bring all of this together into one thing? And I think sometimes that's breaking the mold a little bit, which is something I'm always interested in doing, as you know. So today we'll keep practicing, we'll pull some stuff in, and I tend to look to movements from the core as a really cohesive place to begin. If we know how to move from the center, if we know how to work with the spine and the natural curves of the spine, then that's always a good place to inform our practice, right? Just as if we are centered in what our intention is, if we're centered in what we really want out of the world and out of life and our experience of it, then we're moving from our center. It's just something that I always keep in mind. So, with that being said, let's actually begin on our backs today. And if we have time at the end, then we'll sit for a little longer. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so just come onto your back. And let's actually begin with feet on the floor and the knees bent. I like to take my feet a little wider than the hips and let the knees drop together. And then hands can be anywhere. If you like them to be on your belly, great. If you like them on the ground, great. But go ahead and allow your eyes to close. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let go. And another deep breath in. Exhale fully to release. Allow your awareness to settle into your body. Inhabiting the sensation of the feet on the ground, the back, the spine, the backs of the arms, and the back of the skull. And allowing there to be a restful ease. It's the space of almost no effort. Just enough effort to notice, to be aware. You might allow yourself to connect to your breath a little bit by noticing either the rise and fall of the belly or the chest. Noticing the in and out cycle. Allowing the body to soften and release downward with gravity. Just another breath or two here. Feeling the sense of the collarbones widening as the shoulders release. The natural concavity of the belly on your exhalation. And the weight of the pelvis. And sense of the front of the legs releasing downward. And continuing to stay really relaxed, even maybe keeping your eyes closed. Go ahead and lengthen one leg at a time. And just take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Let the toes turn out naturally, just in your natural turnout of the leg. And then very simply, go ahead and just lift your right leg about 2 inches away from the floor. And try and lengthen the leg away from you, just lifting it up. And then as you exhale, release that leg down. And we'll lift the left leg up. And it's gently trying to lengthen it away from you. So it's starting to lengthen and strengthen the psoas a bit. Release the leg down. Again, we'll just lift your right leg up, just 2 inches away from the floor. You might even notice the natural rocking pelvic or movement of the pelvis. And release your leg down. And again, lift your left leg up and just pausing it here, just holding it here. And then release it down. We'll take it to the right side, lift the right leg up. Imagine the leg getting longer and set it down. Then lift the left leg up. Imagine the leg getting longer. And then go ahead and set it down. Release your weight fully into the ground. Both heels releasing down, both feet turned out, shoulders relaxed. From here, we'll turn the toes up towards the ceiling, which should, in effect, bring your feet about hip distance apart. And go ahead and lengthen your right heel away, just keeping that heel on the ground. Take an in-breath here, right into the belly. And then as you exhale, release, come back to the center. And on your in-breath, reach your left foot away. Heel still on the ground, almost like you're scrubbing that heel. And exhale to release. Reach the right heel away. And exhale. And inhaling to reach the left heel away. Just letting this movement be a sliding, a gliding of the joint, a gliding of the leg away. Inhale, reach your right leg away. Just moving at your pace. And exhaling. And reaching left heel away. Imagine getting longer crown of the head through the sole of the foot. And let it go. Reaching right heel away. Letting go. A part of this balance is understanding where these little edges are, especially as you advance in your practice. And especially for those of you who've been practicing for a long time, finding these little spaces, right? Letting there be curiosity in the smallest, most incremental movement. Keeps the brain happy, keeps the wires and the neurons reconnecting. And just one more time each side, just reaching each foot away. Just noticing this natural sort of almost walking movement of the pelvis. And let yourself soften and release, toes turn out, shoulders relax, head is heavy. Go ahead, now bring that same motion up to the arms. So arms are a little away from the body. And we'll just reach right fingertips away, super simple. And take an in-breath here. Your head might move a little to the right. Go ahead and let it flop that way. And exhale to release. And reach left fingertips away. Your head might flop a little to the left. And release. And letting right fingertips reach. And letting go. And then left fingertips reach. And letting go. It's just moving side to side. You might play with allowing your head to look the opposite direction, sort of working more into scalenes and upper trapezius muscles. And remembering to inhale each time the arm reaches away. As you come back to center, and go ahead and release all the way down. We'll bend knees, bring the feet to the floor for a movement that should be pretty familiar by now. Interlace the hands behind the head, take the elbows nice and wide. And feet are about hip distance, more or less. And as you inhale, curve the back, lift the belly button towards the ceiling. Allow the neck to lengthen in the backside. And then as you exhale, navel the spine, allow your chin to move up a little bit. And again, we'll inhale, curl the belly towards the ceiling. And exhale, navel the spine, lengthening lower back, chin moves towards the ceiling, at least a little. Again, inhale, navel towards the ceiling. And exhale, navel the spine. And just adding on a little bit, as you inhale, lift the navel to the ceiling, try to pull the heels just a little away from the floor. And then exhale, as navel comes to spine, press down through the heels, maybe even lightly lift the balls of the feet away from the floor. Inhale, navel to ceiling, heels lighten. And exhale, balls of the feet lift, navel to spine. And we'll continue to add on, continuing with this movement, inhaling. And as you exhale, now root to the heels, draw your elbows together around the back. Inhale, navel to ceiling, elbows wide. Good, exhale, heels root down, navel spine, elbows reach towards each other. You're just noticing any pops, any little clicks. And the whole body's involved, everything from the feet to the crown of the head. You might let your mouth open or sigh if that's natural for you. Just taking another round or two like this. And next time your elbows curl together and you round the back, go ahead, like you're trying to pull your left foot away from something really sticky. Pull that knee up, draw right elbow towards that left thigh. And then inhale as you lower. Lifting the belly, rounding the back, exhale. Try to pull your right foot away from something sticky. Left elbow towards the right thigh. Good. Inhale, lower, lift the belly. Exhale. Good. So it's not so much core work, although of course your core is activated. We're looking to release any of the stuck things happening through the psoas complex, and also looking to strengthen that area really subtly, right? So that's that stickiness of the foot on the floor. And gently coming back to center as you're ready. Let the arms drop. Lengthen the legs. And just notice any of that wonderful, subtle heat you've been building through the center. Any pops, clicks, tingling, vibration, sensation, sighs, yawns. Letting whatever's there be there. Go ahead and leave your left leg nice and long. Just bend your right knee. And with the right knee bend, you might like to take your arms just a little out to the side. And again, we'll bring some awareness to that foot. So go ahead and lift your toes up, tone your right arch. And as you exhale, take your knee over to the left. Swing into the low back. Inhale, try to pull your outer right arch towards your outer right knee. And then exhale all the way back to center. And again, we'll take the knee across the body. Pause for an in-breath, arching the low back. And exhale all the way back through center. Good. Right knee to the left. Press into your right foot. Try to pull that outer arch up and in. And then release. Good. And just one or two or three more here. Swinging the knee across. Breathing into that outer left leg. Left belly and coming back. Last one. For now, it's just really nice to visit these things. Unwind, open up, and release all the way. Go ahead and lengthen your right leg. We'll bend the left knee and left foot to the floor. And again, try to tone your left foot a little bit by pulling the toes up to start with. So feel that arch active. And then take the knee across the body as you exhale, just to start with. We'll inhale here, arch the back. And then exhale all the way back. And swing the knee across the midline. Nice, pulling outer left arch towards that outer left knee. Inhale. And exhale to release, come back to center. We'll just keep moving in that way. If you need to pause somewhere, then pause, of course. And all the way back. And take the knee across. Good. Front side of the right belly really opening and then all the way back. And just one or two or maybe three more. Noticing maybe a little stickiness on the side where there wasn't on the right side, or vice versa. Noticing any unilateral sensations. Just breathing deeply into the viscera, deeply into the belly. Once you're all the way back, again, release your leg, release your arms, and pause. And then one knee at a time, go ahead and bring your knees towards your chest. Your arms can stay down by your sides. Okay. And then just so simple. Go ahead and release, or try to reach right toes to the floor and then come back. And then left toes to the floor and come back to center. So right toes to the floor, back to the center, and left toes to the floor and back to center. You just keep doing this, right toes to the floor. You might start to lengthen that leg a little longer and back to center. And left toes towards the floor, maybe lengthening the leg a little longer, back to center. Right toes towards the floor, sort of maintaining the neutral curve of the back, but you don't need to be rigid about it. Let the body move. And then left foot to the floor and all the way back to the center. And just one more time on each side. Back to center. Good. Left leg lengthens. and back to center. Very nice. Feet to the floor. Go ahead and reach your left arm long alongside your ear. Roll to your left side. And use your right hand to help you come up to seated. Good. Very nice. Then come on to hands and knees. From hands and knees, go ahead and bring your right knee forward. You'll wrap your right leg in front of your left. And then just sit the hips back towards the heel, right? Everybody's going to be a little bit different in this. Just reaching back towards the heel. You might sway a little bit side to side. And go ahead and release. Come out of that. Replace the right leg. Bring your left leg in front, wrap it over, and then swing the hips back towards the heel, maybe just rocking a little side to side. And then come back out of that, unwind. Okay. So we'll walk the hands a little forward. Let the chest reach down towards the floor. Open through the heart, Anahatasana. Okay, so you can have 10 fingers or you can have your palms on the floor, both are fine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth, exhale. And inhale, come up to hands and knees. Good. Go ahead and stretch your left leg out to the side. Awesome. We'll reach the right arm up. Take a nice big open twist here. And then exhale, right arm underneath. And it's coming down the side of the shoulder. You can have a block under your head if you like. If it feels good, you can hold on to your shin. Otherwise, just back of the hand towards the floor. Good. We'll take another breath like this. If it's comfortable for you, you could reach your left arm up. Turn the palm, bend the elbow, bring the arm behind your back. But if that doesn't do anything for you, it's fine. Fingertips to the floor. Take another in-breath. And then exhale, come back to center. Nice unwinding. Go ahead and stretch your right leg out to the side. Inhale as you reach left arm up. And then exhale, take that arm underneath. If you like, you can find the shin. If not, back of the hand to the floor. You're just taking a few big breaths into the upper back. Nice passive opening for the inner thigh. And gently bringing right hand back. Nice unwinding as you're ready. Knees to the floor, tuck the toes, reach the hips up and back. Make your way into downward facing dog. Good, just pedaling the feet. So just synthesizing all of our practices that we've done over the last couple of months. Working all over the body. When you find stillness, allow yourself to be here. Take an in-breath. And again, exhale and release. Step the right foot forward between the hands. Okay, and for the moment, really just don't worry about shape. Don't worry about what this could look like. You're just not concerned for the moment, okay? So bend your left knee, and then try to hug your outer right hip back a little bit. Try to lead with your inner left thigh as you pull up and back, and then lengthen your right leg a little, okay? Good, so outer right hip is leading this. We'll rebend the right knee. Inner left thigh up, inhale as you lengthen the right leg. And just one more like that, bend your right knee. And again, we'll inhale, lengthen the right leg. Good, then left fingertips stay on the floor or maybe to a block. And again, don't worry about this too much with alignment, with whatever. Reach your right arm up. Good, you're just opening the chest, leaning back. Good, we'll bend the right knee. Bring left heel to the floor. And then just like you have a skewer through you,
rotate your body open, okay? So you can bend that top elbow, lean back, try to not support your weight on that right elbow. And then come back to that first movement. So left fingertips to the floor on the ball of the left foot, opening up. And all the way back to that modified parsva. Left heel to the floor, opening through the chest. So we're really kind of milking this stuff through the center. Left fingertips down on the ball of the left foot, open through the chest, lean back. And then left heel to the floor. Good, opening. Reach back. Exhale as you bring hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. And we'll step left foot forward. And just keep the right knee high. And then don't stress too much about this. It's very loose. Right? Bend your right knee a little bit. With your inner right thigh, try to pull a little bit up. And then from your outer left hip, lengthen your left leg. Good, and again, we'll bend the left knee. And inhale, lengthen the left leg. And just once or twice more, bend your left knee. Lengthen the left leg. And then bend left knee. And lengthen left leg. Good, and the left fingertips stay on the floor. Nice, we'll turn and rotate open. Super nice. And then turn right heel to the floor. Good, like you have a skewer through, you just turn and open the chest. Lean back. Nice, right fingertips to the floor on the ball of the left foot, or right foot. Turn and open, lengthen left leg. And then bend left knee. Good, turning, opening chest to the right. Right fingertips to the floor. And on the ball of the left foot, turn and open. And then last time, right heel to the floor, opening chest to the right. Right fingertips to the floor. Ball of the left foot, turn and open to the left. Good, exhale to bring hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay, bend your right knee really deeply. Turn and ground the left foot. Swing your weight into that outer left hip. I think there's something about getting older that it just feels good to spend a little more time in the beginning. And then come back through the center. Bend your left knee, drop your right heel down, swing your weight into the outer right hip. And then all the way back to center. Nice, 2 feet, hip distance in parallel, palms on the ground, at least shoulder distance apart, index fingers pointed forward. Allow your eyes to drop closed for a moment. Allow yourself to reconnect with the rhythm of your breath. And we'll walk your feet up to meet the hands. Come to a forward fold at the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Knees bent. Give your shoulders a roll up and back. 1, 2, or 3 times, however many works for you. And take your feet just a little wider than hip distance, so maybe about mat distance. Hold opposite elbows and let yourself sway side to side, just skating side to side. And release your arms, re-parallel your feet, bring them back to hip distance, or maybe big toes touch. Root through the feet and roll all the way up to stand. Just feeling the spine reorganize all the way up. My shoulders release. Samastitihi. So feel the feet, lift your toes up, feel the arches work, inner arches up, outer arches up. Feel the outer hips hug in, inner thighs lift up. Let the tail drop as the heart lifts high and the collarbones broaden. Then we'll inhale, reach the arms up, lift the chest and look up. Exhale as you fold forward to Uttanasana. And bring fingertips to shins. Inhale, lift halfway, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Then root through feet. Inhale, rise up, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. Again, inhale, reach up, lift the chest, look up. Exhale to forward fold Uttanasana. Bring fingertips to shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fingertips to floor. Step left foot back. Bring knee to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up. And stay here as you exhale. Take the elbows wide, lift the chest high. Good. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring hands to floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Good. One in breath here. Exhale completely. Nice. Step left foot forward between the hands, right knee to the floor. Inhale, reach both arms up. As you exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Inhale to re-reach. Exhale, hands to floor. Step forward to Uttanasana. Fingertips to shins. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise up, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, Samastiti. Nice. Inhale, rise up, lift the chest. Exhale to forward fold. Bring fingertips to shins. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale to step right foot back. Bring knee to floor. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, try to carve the chest open. Bend the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, keep that length. Reach the arms. Exhale, hands to floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Nice. And in breath here and down dog. Exhale fully. Nice. One more in breath. And then exhale, step right foot forward. Left knee to floor. Inhale, both arms rise. And exhale, stay long through spine, bend the elbows, carve the chest open. Inhale, re-reach. Exhale, hands to floor. Step forward, Uttanasana. Good. Fingertips to shins, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, lift chest, look up. Exhale, Samastiti. All right, adding on a little inhale to sweep up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale, step left foot back, left knee to floor. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, bring hands to floor. Left palm to floor, tuck the left toes, lift the knee. Inhale, open the chest, reach open. Exhale, right hand to floor, step back, downward facing dog. Good. On your in-breath, come forward to plank. Pause and plank for one in-breath, and try to reach the heart forward. Try to find that broadness through the chest again. And as you exhale, then bend the elbows, lower, chaturanga or floor. Inhale as you come to a back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. One in-breath and down dog. Exhale, step left foot forward, right knee to floor. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right knee lifts up, right fingertips to floor. Inhale, left arm opens. Exhale, left hand to floor, step forward. Nice. Fingertips to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti. So inhale, reach out. One more like this. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back, right knee to floor. Inhale, find a nice line all the way, knee through fingertips, get longer. Exhale, hands to floor, right knee lifts, right hand down. Inhale, left arm opens. Exhale, hand to floor, downward facing dog. On your in-breath, come forward to plank pause. Lengthen the heart forward, broaden the collarbones, lift the belly up. On your exhalation, elbows bend, chaturanga or floor. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. One in breath and down dog. Exhale, step right foot forward, left knee to floor. Inhale, stretch along the whole front line of the body. Exhale, hands to floor, left knee lifts, left hand down. Inhale, right arm opens. Exhale, hand to floor, step forward. Fingertips to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale as we rise up, lift the chest, look up. Exhale to Samasthiti. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Fingertips to shins, inhale. And exhale, step or float back to plank or chaturanga. If you have to chaturanga, press yourself to plank and pause. And then again, heart forward, right? Chest broad and open, like you're trying to pull your arms apart from each other on the mat. Okay, so feel that. And then as the belly lifts up, feel the thighs lift up, like you're getting longer on the front line. Again, try to send the fronts of the ankles back. Keep your left knee as it is, and bring right knee towards the right tricep. Good, one in breath here. And then exhale, step back. Good, again, pause, inhale. Exhale, left knee towards the left tricep. Inhale. Exhale, step back. Good, one in breath and plank, so the ankles back. Exhale, chaturanga or floor. Inhale to a back bend, stay broad. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, inhale. Exhale completely, soften the neck. Nice, inhale here, go ahead and reach right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Turn the left heel to the floor. Inhale to Virabhadrasana 2, left arm up and back. It's nice to see that. Everybody just like floats open. Okay, in Virabhadrasana 2, press down through your feet, lift your toes up, get the arches to work, right? Arches working, outer arch pulling in, so that's activating the outer right hip. Okay, stay here, inhale. And then you can look or not, turn your left palm so the thumb points down, bend that elbow, bring the arm behind your back, right? And then exhale, right elbow to the right knee. Okay. You can turn your right palm up, turn and open the chest, and try to find more space in that left collarbone. Okay, left thigh keeps reaching back, feet keep working, inhale. Good, on your exhalation, release hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Pause and plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or to the floor. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Nice, inhale here. Exhale fully. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale to step left foot forward. Right heel to the floor. Inhale, open up to warrior 2. Nice. And then in warrior 2, feel the feet press down, lift up your toes. Feel the arches work, because your arches are super important, right? They're this foundation for what we do. So as the arches lift, hug that outer left hip in. Nice. And then as that happens, hug your right thigh back. With or without looking, turn your right palm. Bend the elbow, bring your arm behind your back, move to your waistband, move to the thigh. On your exhalation, left elbow to the left knee. Good. And then now that you have a little leverage, turn and open the chest. Right shoulder reaching back. Right side of the heart reaching open. And just take another breath like this. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step all the way back to plank. Pause and plank, inhale. Exhale, lower to the round up or floor. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Nice, one in breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Good, and step your right foot forward between your hands. Turn and ground your feet so they're parallel to the front and back edges of your mat. Okay. And then walk the hands forward. Right? As the hands walk forward, send the thighs back. Reach the heart forward, and on your exhalation, just reach the chest down towards the floor. Okay, as that happens, keep pulling fingertips back. You can leave your left hand where it is, and then go ahead and reach underneath. Find your left shin with your right hand. Bend that right elbow, turn and twist, opening underneath the arm. So we'll come all the way back through center, reach the arm. And then leave your right hand where it is. Left arm reaches underneath. Find the front of the right shin. Bend the elbow, turn, and twisting open underneath the right arm. Nice. All the way back to center. Re-reach the arms in. And then exhale, hands walk back. Nice. Then you might interlace your hands behind your head. You might hold on to the outer edges of the legs. Either way is totally fine. I want you just to pause here, sending thighs back, sending crown of the head down. Good, and notice if your outer ankles have collapsed outward, try to hug them in and feel the difference of that happening through the outer hips. Root through your feet, a little bend through the knees all the way from the outer hips, pulling in, lift all the way up. Nice, release your arms, then hands to your hips, bend your knees. We'll turn the toes out and then sit the hips low. Okay. So you can bring your hands inside of your knees, or you could bring your forearms inside of your knees, really whatever works well for you. So this is a great movement because it's kind of a double whammy. As you send the knees back, swing your right shoulder and left shoulder back. Right, so you can even look up towards the ceiling, and then inhale to center, and exhale, take it the other way. And left shoulder and right shoulder back. Awesome. Inhale to the center. Very nice. Bring your palms together. Sit the hips lower. Send your knees back. And send the knees back, send the knees back, send the knees back. Then we'll reach the arms up. Stay low, stay low, stay low. Very nice. Good. And hands to the floor. Nice, lengthen your legs, re-parallel the feet. The sweet release. Go ahead and sway side to side. You might bend one knee, kind of skating side to side, then the other. And from here, hands to the hips, root through the feet, bend the knees, hop or step, feet together. Come back to the top of the mat, arms down by your sides. On your in-breath, reach the arms up, lift the chest, look up. Exhale as you fold forward. Nice, fingertips to shins, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale to fold. Nice. Take your feet as wide as you need to and turn the toes up to come down into Malasana. Okay, nice low little squat. Okay. And then can you keep your feet active so as the outer arches pull up? Feel the outer hips turn on. As the inner arches pull up, feel the inner thighs move out. And then broaden the collarbones. Lift the heart. Lift a little taller. Good. Can you do that and then re-reach the arms? And so arms alongside you. Really, really strong, really powerful position. And one more breath. And exhale, hands to the floor. Lengthen the legs. And step your feet back to touch, big toes touching, forward fold. Take an in-breath through your nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Okay, we'll plant the palms down. Walk your feet back enough so that you have some room to bring hands to the floor. Hands shoulder distance, index fingers towards the ceiling. And then come high on the balls of the feet, bend your knees, knees to the backs of the triceps. Okay, look forward, look forward, look forward, look forward. And as you're looking forward, try to scoop the belly up. Try to pull heels, maybe even just one at a time, or maybe you're just pausing, trying to pull one heel at a time. You can lengthen your arms, right? So this is hip flexor, this is core, this is a back pose, pause, and then feet to the floor, forward fold. Nice, you might roll your shoulders, you might hold up the elbows and sway side to side. Nice, and then palms to the floor, knees to the backs of the triceps. Knees are high and we're staying lifted up as much as possible. And then lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. A little bend through the elbows towards chaturanga, if that's your practice right now, or if you're starting to work straight arms, straighten your arms. Heels pull up, right? Pause and breathe. It's so much harder to hold this pose than to flow in and out of it. And then feet to the floor, forward fold. Give yourself a moment, give yourself a break. Nice. We'll step all the way back to downward facing dog. For those of you who want to hang out here, hang here. If you are a junkie for the vinyasa, come forward to plank. Lower chaturanga to floor. On your in-breath, make your way to a back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And a big in-breath through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Nice. On your in-breath, reach right leg up and back. Turn the toes to the right. Lift the outer edge of the leg higher, and then bend the knee, open hip, and lean back. Nice. On your exhalation, step your right foot forward. Keep your left knee high. Inhale as you come up to a high lunge. Okay? Good. In this high lunge, keep your inner left thigh pulling up and hug your outer right hip in. And then exhale, bend the elbows. Lift the heart, open the chest, lean a little bit back. So it's not from the low back, it's from the upper back opening up. Then inhale to reach the arms. Exhale, bring hands to heart. Left elbow outside the right knee. Nice turn, twist, open. Good. Can you continue to hug that outer right hip in towards the midline? Continue to keep inner left thigh rotating up. And then from that, twist a little bit deeper. If you'd like, open your arms. Lean back, lean back, lean back. And then exhale, hands to floor. Step back, downward facing dog. And just let it soak in for a moment. As you inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Turn the toes to the left, lift the outer edge of the leg a little higher, bend the knee, open hip, lean back. Good, and on your exhalation, step left foot forward. Right knee stays high. Inhale, come up to a high lunge. And then two things, right? Inner right thigh back, outer left hip in, feet working. And on your exhalation, bend the elbows. Imagine that the heart could lift higher and reach the heart, lean back. As you inhale, lift the arms, palms to the heart, right elbow outside the left knee. Okay? And then while you're here, outer left hip still hugging in. Inner right thigh still hugging up. And if you can, arms wide open. Lean back, lean back, lean back. So really broad through the collarbones. Really broad through the breath. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Pause, let it soak. No need to move on to the next. As you inhale, we'll come forward to a plank pose. Imagine that same length, heart forward, shoulders broad, fronts of the ankles back. Okay? And then bring right knee towards the center of your chest. Rotate right knee to the outer left tricep. How many times do we go through this in a vinyasa class and just like do it, hold it, and then all the way back to plank. Okay? Left knee towards the center of the chest, right ankle back, left knee towards that outer left or right tricep. Good, pause, hold it. And then all the way back. One in breath here in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or floor. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. As you inhale, come high on the toes. Bend your knees, and then one way or another, feet to hands, walk, step, or float. Fingertips to shins, inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Good. We'll cross the left leg over the right. Bend your left knee, swing your way to the outer right hip, and then walk your hands over to the left. Nice. Come all the way back through center, unwind the legs. Cross right leg in front of left. Nice, bend the right knee, swing your hips to the left, and then walk hands to the right. Okay, so both feet are fully flat on the ground. Hands come back to center. Nice. Feet unwind. Okay. Take the top edge of your mat, roll it back. So it depends on how thick your mat is. For you, it depends on your ankle mobility, lots of factors. But bring it back enough so you have a little padding under your heel. Bring your big toes to touch. Bend your knees, come down into a really low squat. Okay? And then in this low squat, go ahead and just settle the hips down. I want you to walk your hands over to the left. Okay? Hook your right elbow outside of your left leg. Nice. And then just get the sense here, pausing here. Lift the heart up. Right? So heart up, collarbones broad. Carly, lift your heart up. Hug your legs together. Good. Move your head back a little bit. Take another breath. And then all the way back to center. Okay? Walk your hands over to the right. Hook your left leg or your left arm outside your right leg. And then turn and twist. So if nothing else, this is a really deep twist, right? And then again, lift the chest up. Hug your shoulder blades onto your back. Try to lift your head higher. All right, another big breath. And then all the way back to center. Okay, we're gonna lengthen the legs, take a little escape route, take a moment, let the head drop, roll the shoulders. And I think it's easiest if you unroll the mat, because otherwise it'll end up sort of getting into your way. So feet on the ground, toes together to touch, bend the knees, sit the hips low, and then just let your heels lift up away from the floor. Okay? Right elbow outside of the left leg. Walk your hands a little bit forward, and then try to reach the heart forward. Try to reach the chest forward. Good. Look forward. So find something on the ground, look forward, look forward. Okay, outer right hip hugs up. Inner, or outer left hip hugs up. Inner right thigh moves back. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. And then the legs will eventually come with you. Okay? So you're not super worried about it. Just trying your best. And then feet to the floor. Pause and turn. Okay, from here, take a moment. And then go to the other side, right? So left elbow outside of the right leg. Palms to the floor. And then before you go anywhere, try to reach the heart forward, shoulder blades on the back. Super nice. Okay, look forward and down. Lean forward. Bend the elbows a little bit, or maybe you keep them straight. And the legs naturally come with you, right? So outer right hip is pulling up. You know this movement, you've done it in your body. Another breath. And then feet to the floor. And unwind, forward fold, Uttanasana. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Nice. Fingertips to shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you fold. And step all the way back, downward facing dog. We'll bring the right foot forward. Keep the left knee high. Inhale as you come up to a high lunge. Good. Palms to your heart. Left elbow outside the right knee. Okay, turn, twist, open. And then again, open the arms. If you'd like, turn the right palm, bend the elbow, arm behind your back. Maybe left arm sneaks underneath. Okay. Outer right hip back, inner left thigh up. And if that's achievable for you, if that feels okay, maybe you start to drop the left heel down. Right? So in parsva, parsva. Open up, open up, open up. Let the head go. And then exhale. Hands to floor. Downward facing dog. Nice. Left foot steps forward. Right knee stays high. Inhale as you come up to a high lunge. Palms to your heart. Right elbow outside the left knee. These are so nice for digestion. So good for stimulating the internal organs. Maybe you open the arms. Maybe you start to work this into a bind. And left arm back, right arm underneath. And then if you can keep your outer left hip hugging in, that's the intention of it, right? Then maybe, maybe we drop the right heel to the floor. Good. And bring yourself into parsva, parsva. Good. Open up, lean back, lean back, lean back. And then hands to floor. Step back, downward dog. Nice. Bring the knees down to the floor. Saddle the hips back. Make your way to child's pose. Good. If the knees aren't wide, go ahead and make them wide. We'll walk our hands over to the left. Good. Walk right fingertips just a little farther away. And inhale to come back through center. Walk your hands to the right. Crawl left fingertips away. Let's come back to center. All right. Up on the hands and knees. Down dog as you're ready. And step your right foot outside of your right hand. Left knee to the floor. You can turn your right toes off to the side a little bit if that feels good. Okay. The right hand to the right knee. Just a nice big open twist. Okay. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand. You can hold the inner edge of the foot today. And then if this feels good to you, then great. I want you to press into your right foot, back your hips up so that you find a closer relationship between your heel and your hips. And then let the hips drop forward. If you're somebody who's just really open in this way and it feels good, then you can bring your elbow down. But it just depends where you feel you get the most, right? Just pausing, pausing, pausing. And release your foot. Tuck the toes, step back, downward facing dog. And the left foot steps outside of the left hand. Right knee to the floor. Go ahead and turn the ball of your left foot off of your mat. Left hand to the left knee, turn and twist. We'll bend the right knee, reach back. Nice, find the foot. Use a strap if you can't find the foot. Good, and then pull the hips back. Let the heel come closer to the hip. For some of you guys, it may actually touch. And then keeping that unit as one, let the hips drop forward. If it feels good to you, walk the hand forward. Right? Take a little of the twist out of the torso so you're not looking to the left anymore. Your torso is looking down. The thighs, hip flexors, quadriceps, this area holds tension for so many of us, from sitting, from stress, from everything. It just accumulates right at the top. So we'll release the foot, hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Send the fronts of the ankles back. Send the tops of the thighs back. Find more length through the spine. And right knee behind the right wrist. Right ankle behind the left. Make your way to half pigeon pose. Okay, if you prefer ankle to knee on your back, that's great. Okay, pick up your left knee, move it a little back. Untuck the toes, lift the chest. And as you exhale, go ahead and let yourself fold. Whatever point is good for you. Allow your breath to be steady, smooth. Allow the body to be easy and relaxed. And then go ahead and perch yourself onto your forearms again, unless you're really comfortable there. If you'd like a little more for that quadricep, go ahead and bring left hand to the floor somewhere. Bend the left knee. Right hand reaches back, find the knee, or find the foot. And then again, back your hips up just a little bit. Try to pull your heel towards the hips. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be a big pose to be really, really effective. And we'll release the left foot down. Awesome. Tuck the toes under, step back, downward facing dog, and just pause. And bring your left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle behind your right. Go ahead and bring your right knee back, and then pick it up and move it back a little more. Let yourself come forward to whatever version of half pigeon feels supportive and good for you. In the face of a lot of uncertainty and a lot of confusion in what we know right now, it's really nice to know that we have this body and to know that we have this breath and our ability to connect with it as constants. Even as the body ages, even as the body changes, even as the breath changes and our experience of this stuff changes, it's still here, it's a constant. If you're comfortable right here, stay here. Otherwise, park your right forearm or right hand on the floor, bend your left knee, reach back. And as that heel pulls towards the hip, let yourself sink down a little bit more. And now release the foot. Nice hands to the floor, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. One last time. Ankles back, thighs back, spine really long. So bring the knees to the floor. Bring forearms to the floor. And then there's so many versions of this, and really whichever one is best for you. So palms together is really nice. Hands to the floor is great too. You can interlace your fingers or not. The elbows right under the shoulders, and then as you lift the knees up, send the hips back. Right? Try to send either knuckles or fingertips towards the front of the mat. And if you're starting to straighten your legs, that's fine, send thighs back. But even if knees are bent, send fronts of the ankles back, send tops of the thighs back. Fingertips or knuckles forward. We'll bring knees back down to the ground. And swing around onto a seat. If you have something available to sit on, you might like that. If you don't, that's fine too. From here, bend the right knee. Turn the leg out from the hip, foot to inner thigh. Fingertips to floor, inhale to lift. And exhale, walk the hands forward, just framing the leg. If you like to soften the eyes, soften your face, then do that. Okay? And stay a little bit mellow. Left foot is still active, left thigh is still active, but the rest of the body is relaxed. Shoulders, eyes, face, breath. Cross that right hand on top of the shin or of the foot, whatever you can get a hold of. And the left fingertips walk to the side and lift up just about halfway. Okay? As you press down through the left fingertips, turn the chest to the left, and then pull with your right hand. Inhale as you lift up, and then exhale to unwind. Good. We'll say it like this, but go ahead and bend your left knee now as well. Swing that knee in so that you're sitting in, I always think of this as like a cheerleader type position. I don't know why. And then we'll take the right hand off the side, turn the palm, bend the elbow, bring the arm behind your back. If that feels pointless to you, then just fingertips to the floor. Left hand to the right knee, inhale to lift tall. And then on your exhalation, go ahead and turn. So it's a nice, big, open twist. And I really like to press into the left shin and to let that hip swing forward a bit, lifting the heart even. So the last breath, we'll turn the head forward, looking over the left shoulder. Barsva, and then on your exhalation, go ahead and unwind. Lengthen out your legs. Keep your right leg as is, bend your left knee. Turn the leg out from the hip, lift the inner thigh. And fingertips to floor, inhale. And then exhale to fold. So work to keep the right foot active, outer part of that foot hugging back towards the hip. And we kind of cycle the other way. Thigh working, but then the spine soft, the belly soft, breath soft. We'll reach the left hand across the shin or the foot. Right fingertips to the side and lift up about halfway. And then press down through the right fingertips, pull with your left hand. Go ahead and unwind from there. Lean over to the left, bend your right knee, swing that leg in. And this is Bakrasana. There's a lot of different versions of this. I like to take a mellow one because that's just what I like. Reach your left arm to the side, turn the palm, bend your elbow, arm behind your back. And then if that's good and supportive, do that. If not, fingertips to the floor. Right hand to the left knee, turn and twist open. And then you might experiment with trying to drop that right hip back or let it travel with you a bit. All right, so opening through the chest, drawing left shoulder back, opening through that lung point. And then for the last breath, go ahead and turn your head to look over the right shoulder. And as you exhale, unwind, release. Good, so nice. Okay, feet to the floor, come onto your back. And if you have a block nearby, have your block nearby. If not, it's fine as well. Let arms come down by your side. And then 2 back bends, really your choice of what feels good to you. So we'll start with a bridge pose, and you can always build from there. I want you to pay attention to your feet with the toes up before you go anywhere. Feel the arches activate, the outer arches are pulling up. And let that work the outer hips. Those are going to stabilize your legs, right? As the inner arches pull up, feel the inner thighs turn on. Lift the hips up, inhale. And then there's lots of versions here, maybe interlacing hands or holding sides of the mat. If you are ready for an Urdhva Dhanurasana, take an Urdhva Dhanurasana. We'll have another opportunity. And exhaling as you lower down. Nice, just pausing on your back, knees bent, feet to the floor. And one more time. Root down through the feet. Feel the arches work, feel them lift. And then lengthen tail towards the knees. If you're practicing Urdhva Dhanurasana or Dvipadi Viparita Dandasana, move into that. Okay. So hands would be at least shoulder distance. Keep the outer left arch pulling up, hug right knee towards the chest. Maybe lengthen that foot towards the ceiling. Okay. Bend the knee, release the foot down. And then just the other way, so stabilizing through outer hip, hug the left knee in, lengthen the leg up. And then knee down, foot down. On your exhalation, slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. Nice, resting, feet on the floor, knees bent, just in that starting position. Cross your right leg all the way over your left. Hug your knees kind of closer towards your chest, and then lift your chest up so you can reach for your shins or your knees or your feet. Gentle rock side to side. Awesome. Keep your legs in this shape, but release left foot to the floor. Pick up your hips, swing them to the left, and then let your knees drop to the right. It's just a little bit nicer for the low back. You can reach left arm to the side. And then all the way back to the center. Hips back to the middle, unwind the legs. Left knee on top of the right. And hug knees towards the chest. Lift your chest up so that you can find a hold of something, shins, ankles, feet, with your hands. Let your head relax. If it doesn't quite get there, a block is nice under the head. Gentle rock, gentle sway side to side, just kind of broadening the stuff on the back side of the pelvis. And keep your legs in this shape, but release the right foot to the floor. Release your hands. Pick up your hips, scoot them to the right, and let the knees drop to the left. I practiced and taught going the opposite way for a long time, right? And it's totally fine, and it's a great way to do it. It's just not what I do anymore. And then your in-breath, come back to the center. Unwind your legs, hit back to the center. One last time, if it feels good to you, knees towards your chest, maybe a happy baby, whatever your sort of closing thing is. And we'll release, feet to the floor. If you have that block, One thing that I've been into, especially in the mornings, is just taking the block under my head, even letting the legs lengthen out. And so chin is naturally coming to the chest, and then really lightly starting to look one direction. And coming back to center and looking the other direction. If it's not needed for you, that's great. If you prefer to do it on your back, on the floor, with head on the floor, that's great too. When you're ready to let yourself settle into Shavasana, take your feet into a comfortable, wider stance than your hips. Bring your arms by your sides and then even just wiggle the legs a little bit. Let them drop. As though you're being held in a catcher's mitt. Feel the body release down into the floor. Take one final deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let go. And let everything soften and release. If you're happy here, go ahead and stay here in Shavasana. If you'd like to transition to a seat to finish up with just a few minutes of seated meditation, then take your time gently rolling to one side. And make just an easy, smooth transition.
Wherever you are, gently begin to deepen your breath. Just once again becoming aware of the sense of life inside your body. Let your sensory perception doors begin to open, allowing sounds, allowing smells, allowing light or touch to just come into your awareness. If you are still in Shavasana, gently transition to one side. Make your way up to seated. And from here, we'll join the palms. Bow the chin. Take a moment recognizing our capacity to hold this human experience, to walk with it, and remain engaged in our own lives. It's a pleasure to walk this path with you. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste, everybody.